Okay, so this is how we're going to create our financial statements. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to add a new sheet. So we have 4 sheets all together. Let's call this first sheet Assumptions. And just for fun, we'll put our company name up here. So there's a few things that we have to do when we are getting ready to set up our balance sheet. And the first thing that we need to do is our sales projection, okay, and our cost of goods. And these are our numbers. Okay, so we'll call this week 1, and we'll go over to week 8 or however many weeks you actually have. And in here, we will put the price, the cost, and the quantity that we assume that we're going to sell. Now, I'm going to say $15 is our price. Let's say we're selling t-shirts. We cost $8. Okay, and let's go ahead and format that, and we're just going to carry. Now, we could just copy and paste this all the way out, but later on, you're going to want to be able to put in permanent numbers here. So for right now, what we'll do is we'll just say that one equals that one, and that one equals that one. And then we'll just copy that out. That way, if we want to change a single price, it doesn't mess up everything. And we need to be able to sell 100 of these. So let's go ahead and sum this quantity to make sure that, well, we haven't sold any. So what we can do is we can say, okay, the first week, and we'll just put in some estimates of what's going to cost. Okay, well, we're 3 short, so let's say, oh, maybe we'll sell them there. Okay, and that way we know that we get the right quantity. Now let's do some projections. Some income and expense projections. Okay, we're going to have the same number of weeks, so we can just put that in here. Okay, so we have sales, we have cost of goods sold, we have an estimate for rent, we have, you're going to be assuming that you'll be using PayPal for your collections. We'll have a PayPal expense, PayPal fee. Okay, so we will just calculate those out. We have an estimate for rent. We have, you're going to be assuming that you'll be using PayPal for your collections. We'll have a PayPal expense, PayPal fee. Okay, so we will just calculate those out. Okay, sales is okay. So let's calculate our sales. Sales equals the price times the quantity we expect to sell. Good enough. Our cost of goods equals our cost times our quantity estimated. Excellent. Rent is 10% of sales minus cost of goods sold. So we'll take sales minus cost of goods sold times 10%. Perfect. Well, let's go ahead and format this as dollars also. And our PayPal fee is, I think it's 2.75%. We'll assume it's 2.75%. Okay, so that equals sales times 2.75%. All right. Now, so we've estimated some expenses, and we'll just drag them over here. All right, now we're ready to start our trial balance. So let's go to sheet 2 and name it trial balance. Okay. All right. Now let's start by making a list of the accounts that we think we're going to need, and later we can add more if we need to, but we know we'll need cash. We might need accounts receivable. That would be any money that we've gotten that PayPal hasn't given us yet. We have inventory on hand. Those are our assets. Now our liabilities will be accounts payable. That would be the amount of our shirts. Okay. We also have rent payable, and you can combine these if you'd like to. And then the last one, of course, is our owner's equity. And again, if you'd like to put your owner's equity split already between each partner, you can write Fred's equity, Jerry's equity, whatever. Then come our sales and income accounts. We have sales, we have cost of goods sold. We might have some shipping expenses if we have to send things out. We have our PayPal fees. Whoops, fees. And our rent. And we also have our website. Okay, so let's just widen those up. Okay, now before we get much further here, let's go over to the assumptions page. And this is a real kind of a cheat way of doing things, but it'll make it much, much easier in the long run for you. And we're going to add 2 blank columns between each week. And here in a second, you'll see why we do that. And then later on, we'll go back and we can either delete them or hide them. After all, the point is let Excel do the work, not you. Okay, perfect.